Hey Blaster fans, welcome back. You're here with Gabriel from Renegade Blasters, and today we're going to be checking out the HK416 V2 by Lehiu Toys. You've got some instructions there. No English unfortunately on this one, but it does give you plenty of illustrations, so that'll keep you going. Now the HK416 has been out for probably about eight months or so. It came out in early 2018, and although it's not that old, it is old in terms of Gel Blaster years, just because there's been so many releases since then, and they seem to be becoming so advanced these days, incredibly advanced in some ways. The Gen 9 is around the corner by Jimming. The Well M4, the SKD, M4SS just came out recently, so they've got a bunch of cool features, nylon construction, all that kind of stuff. So in comparison to those, it does make this one seem a bit old, but it's still a very solid performer and a good all-around unit. It was very popular when it came out, and it still continues to be, I guess primarily because of the twin drum mags. Now the drum mags, you can actually prime them manually by going clockwise on that and anti-clockwise on this side here. You do have arrows giving you the indication, the direction in which to go there, and you can also select which side it's going to feed from by turning this little arrow to whichever side you want to feed from. So you can use one side, fill the completely, and then switch over to the other side. Now the HK416, the main part of it's actually pretty nice, solid unit, well built, good quality construction, no rough edges, just really smooth, and actually a nice finish as well, not tacky, not cheap, and cool color combo. The black and the green really go well together. The stock, not as heavy as you'd think. I mean, although it's not really thin and tacky, it is very light, but it does look cool. And what's really nice is you got your terminals here, which just slide onto the back there, and you're good to go. Very simple. Your battery goes inside the buffer tube right here, so you just got to pull out the terminals, connect your battery to that, and you're good to go. The scope is also a little, pretty cool thing. I mean, it's just plastic. You're not going to get any magnification through that, but you switch this little thing on and you get a red dot, which for a toy, it's actually pretty cool. So we'll just slide this on there. There you go. Now in the box, it does come with your safety glasses and your gel ball mixing bottle. Also includes your battery, which is a 7.4 volt in this case, 1200 milliamps. USB charger. It comes with I don't know, 5x500 packs of your 7 to 8 mil gel balls, and it has 3 different tips, 2 of them which are the same length, and a longer one with a built-in sight. You also got this sight which you can mount on the rail at the top, but in this case we'll just put on the short black tip just to kind of go with the rest of the theme, black and green. So we'll hook up the battery now, and we'll fit it up with some gel balls, and we'll take it out for a spin. Now it's been a pretty reliable unit. Haven't heard of any issues with it, if any at all. So it's, reliability wise, it's pretty good. In terms of upgrades, I've heard of some people doing some minor upgrades, but there really isn't really a great deal available for them. I mean, they didn't really take off like the Gen 8s or anything like that. So unfortunately, there's not much to do unless you get into some custom mods. So I'll just fill that up. I mean, the mag capacity on these things, I think it's about 600 each, if I'm not mistaken. So that is a lot of gel balls. I mean, you'll empty close to 2 of these speed loaders. I mean, there's just a lot of space in there. I'll just prime it up a little bit. That should be all right, and we'll leave it to the left side. That should be good. Now it does have a switch for single shot mode and full automatic. We will take that out and see if that works. That is also your electronic primer. You can hear that priming now, and it does open up your little flap door there. Can't really see anything. It's just a bit of like a sheet metal, but it does look cool. So that fires right away. It primed nicely. So single shot mode does work, and we'll take it out, see how it goes. We'll have a shot at our target, run it through the chrono, and we'll go from there. Alright, so here we are with our HK416 V2, and we are at our spot at 15.5 meter mark with our target on that back fence over there. We've got our HK416 in single fire mode, and we'll see how it goes. No, I will not shoot the bird. I like the way that magpies, you know, they sing in the morning, so I'm going to leave that one alone, but it'll probably get scared and fly away anyway. I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, accuracy isn't great. It's not too bad, but it's going all over the place. Almost like a meter spread in some cases. Now I should say, I mean, it is windy today. You can see that. You can see the trees. It's just gone crazy out here. It is a little bit windy, so I'd imagine that would affect it slightly. Yeah, I mean, in some cases it does make it pretty well, but in other cases it just doesn't even make the distance. It does drop towards the end, maybe the last 2 meters it starts to drop. We'll flick it over to full auto and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so that just sprays everywhere, literally just everywhere. I mean, sometimes it hits the target paper, sometimes it does not. So not great in terms of accuracy. You know, I mean, it could be down to a few reasons, but yeah, not really great. Try a few more. Yeah, I mean, it's very consistent. I think in both of those rounds, maybe missed a couple of shots, and I just fired some blanks. But the rest of the time, it did shoot pretty consistently, but it shot terribly. Accuracy wasn't that good. At 15 meters, it will make the back wall, but yeah, it's, you know, probably about a meter and a half spread. So I've got the chrono ready to go. I'll run through the chrono and see how it performs. I've got an 11 volt battery as well, and just for Pete's sake, we'll just kind of see how that goes. I mean, 229, that's not bad. I don't know if that's a fluke or what's going on there, but we'll try it again. 231. Well, I'll tell you what, for something so old, it's quite impressive. 250. How about that? 220. 230. I mean, it's pretty consistent up around there. 226. 227. 250 again. So that's not bad at all. I mean, that's right up there with the Gen 8 and some of the best blasters. I mean, the G36 gets about 230. The STD AK about 230, 240. So I mean, that's not bad considering its age and considering, you know, that's got an alloy, doesn't have an alloy barrel, and you know, it's a slightly older technology. It's not too bad. I'm going to put a 11 volt battery in it just to see how that goes. It will take it without any issues. Now in this case, I've only got the small 11 volt battery. We're out of stock of the larger ones, high capacity ones, but this should work fine. Have a few more shots. It's actually, there you go, burst mode. Upgrade the battery and you get a 2-shot burst mode. And then it just went over to full auto. There you go. Well, it's a little bit temperamental with an 11 volt. It kind of just wants to do its own thing, it seems. We'll flick it over to full auto. I mean, that's what an upgraded battery, you know, that's what you'd want it for, really. Increase the rate of fire. So we'll see how that goes. I think we're out. We'll just switch it over. Prime that up. Should be good to go. Look, the spray is still there. I mean, it's all over the place, but I mean, it shoots much quicker. The rate of fire has increased dramatically. The battery is not fully charged. It's probably got, I don't know, half to 3/4 charge in it, and it still doesn't perform too badly. The you know, the internals seem to take it quite well, and it's very consistent. Every shot, it's pretty much shooting well. So. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. We'll run it through our chrono again and just see if it makes any difference. So before we had 250, 234, 214, 220. So a little bit of a decrease. We'll try single shot. 244, 240, 25, 244, there you go. So right, I mean, a little bit less consistent compared to the 7 volt, but still reaching 250. I mean, the battery won't do much in terms of you know, FPS. It will increase your rate of fire, but it won't really affect your you know, feet per second performance. So there it is, guys, the HK416 V2. You know, plenty of gel ball capacity. You know, good for a skirmish around the park or in the backyard with friends. Maybe not particularly something you'd want to take out to a game, to a skirmish, or you know, out to like a full-on game, just because it's quite inconsistent and you're not going to get the accuracy that you really want. Stick with the JM. But if you really like the style, the look, I mean, it is a very well-built unit. It does have some cool features, and the drum mag kind of sets it off. So you know, there you go, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that. Remember to like, subscribe and share. Check us out on Facebook at Renegade Blasters, and jump on our website, check out our stock, renegadeblasters.com.au, or get in contact with us and come pick up from our location in Surfers Paradise. Until next time, guys, I'm Gabriel from Renegade blasters, and stick around, we'll be back for more soon.